Hello, everyone. So originally I was gonna do more on the Fat Doctor UK. That will probably have to wait till next week. I have less time than I thought I would, so I'm covering a TikToker that doesn't have a whole lot on her TikTok that I would cover, and that is the Fat Babe, aka Kristen. And they haven't posted since April, so we're actually just gonna do their entire catalog because this is it. This is their entire channel. I'm not covering every single what I eat in the day because they do a lot of those. So we'll do one for every 3, and that way we'll kind of get like maybe one per week or one per month or something like that. As well as anything related to fat acceptance. I'm probably going to skip over things like outfit of the days and their grocery hauls. But without further ado, let's jump into it.
What I eat in the day as a fat person trying to heal their relationship with food. For breakfast, I had a Chobani Flip, and this is the strawberry.
So the Chobani Flips have a shit ton of sugar in it. I used to eat those thinking it was yogurt, and I was being good about like having a healthier snack. And it has, I think, like 26 grams of sugar for one of those. Not great. 200 calories, not a great way to start your day. I never recommend starting your day out with like pure sugar.
Cheesecake one, and then some water. I also had a Diet Pepsi a little bit later because I was getting tired. And then for lunch,
quite frankly, you were getting tired probably because you were having a bit of a sugar crash from only having the Chobani Flip. Starting your day out, I apologize, that's my dog. Starting your day out with maybe a hard-boiled egg or some form of protein would probably be the better way to go.
I had chicken salad with some fruit and walnuts, and I ate this outside. My work has this really pretty...
Honestly, I would like the fruit chopped a little smaller, but that looks good to me.
Courtyard area outside the office with like a fountain and benches, and it's really pretty. So I like eating out there. I also had my Rice Krispie treat, and I got some writing done on my lunch hour, and it was just a really nice time. Also had a black raspberry sparkling ice, is my favorite flavor. After work, I cuddled my cat and had a baked potato.
More carbs. So far all she's had for protein today is the bit of chicken, and while that's great, it's not a whole lot. She's eating primarily carbs with a little bit of fat with this sour cream and cheese.
With some sour cream and cheese, and my husband and I watched some Rick and Morty, and then I ate some Cheetos.
More fucking carbs. And is she gonna say that's all she had?
What I eat?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I call bullshit on that. The Chobani Flip is around 200, we'll say 250 calories, but that's rounding up. And then there's nothing in the water or the Diet Coke. The chicken salad she had with the fruit was fairly small. I'm going to say that was, we're going to say that was about 400 calories tops. The baked potato that she had with the sour cream and cheese, the baked potato, I believe the potato would probably be around, we'll say 100 calories. The sour cream, I'm not good with how many calories are in sour cream. She looked like she put maybe 2 servings on there. Let's see if we can find. There's only 23 calories in a serving of sour cream. We'll say she had 2, so that's 50 calories. The cheese didn't even look like a full 1/4 of a cup, which is a typical serving. We'll round up, saying it was a 1/4 of a cup, even though it really wasn't. It looked like maybe more of an 1/8 of a cup, and if it was an 1/8 of a cup, well, it would be maybe another 70 calories. So that's 400, 650 plus the baked potato, which was 750. We'll say another 100 calories or so for the toppings, so 850, and then Cheetos. And let's say she even had 2, because you can eat actually quite a few Cheetos for a serving. It's like 32 Cheetos is a serving. But even if we go up and say she had 2 servings of Cheetos, but she didn't really specify how much, but we'll say 2 servings of Cheetos, which would put her at around 340 calories. Tacking that on to the 850, that would still only be about 1,300 calories-ish. I'm just kind of guesstimating here. No fucking way she was able to get through her entire day eating that little. I fucking call bullshit. I call bullshit.
Hi. So I wanted to answer this question, and of course, it really would take more than one video, but here's the beginning of it. So I first read The Fuck It Diet by Caroline Dooney, and I would highly recommend it. It really challenged the way I thought about fatness and health and food and myself, and I highly, highly recommend everyone read it. So that's the first thing I did, and that really got me thinking. And from there, I really started working on my own mindset and finding the roots of how I felt about food. And then the practical, like actually starting the journey part, I made a plan of all the foods that I liked and that I wanted to eat and that were, healthy, but like some that weren't healthy that I just liked. And I made meal plans. And the next step would be therapy because mindset is really the biggest part. Hi.
So the whole thing though about meal plans, so I was thinking about the what I eat in a day that we just saw. You know what? She could have still eaten a hell of a lot more calories if she had like a full bag of Cheetos. That could be one thing that would put her in the high calorie range. But I don't believe for a second she made a meal plan. That looked like, with the exception of maybe the Chobani flip and the chicken salad, which clearly had been pre-prepared, I don't think that the baked potato was planned. I don't think that the Cheetos were planned. And I think, because my guess is that she had to have eaten quite a few Cheetos in order to eat as much to be the weight that she is. So something that would definitely help her, quite frankly, more is just including more protein and even some nutritional fat, because that's what keeps you full. Part of the reason why she gets hungry is because she eats primarily carbs. I realize I didn't actually comment on this. I did kind of comment on this, but I don't have a whole lot to say on this because I haven't read this book, so I don't have a whole lot to say on it. I just want to comment on the meal plan thing that she said. So moving on.
Hi, I'm Kristen, and this is what I eat in a day as a fat chick trying to heal her relationship with food. For breakfast, I had Starbucks. This is the egg white and turkey bacon.
Well, at least there's protein in there. This probably has a fair amount of sugar in it.
Sandwich, and then passion tea lemonade. I also forgot my water bottle, so I got a venti water.
So wait, passion tea lemonade. So passion tango tea lemonade. We'll say, I think a grande. Well, no, because that one that she had looked pretty big. So we'll say a venti, because the one she had was pretty big. I don't know about any of these. I just want to... Oh, only 70 calories. Okay, so it wasn't that bad. I wish we could see the... I want to see the sugar content is what I want to see. Full nutrition. There we are. So 16 grams of sugar. So not great, but not as bad as the Chobani flip. And at least she had some protein with it.
As well. And then, of course, I ate outside, as I always do. And today I had a hard-boiled egg and then a steak and cheese quesadilla.
So at least a lot of protein, although I guarantee that quesadilla even looks a little fried. So that's probably fairly high in calories.
It was really freaking good. And then the tortilla is a carb-smart tortilla. And then I had bell peppers and ranch. And it was just a beautiful day today. I also decided to try these Quest protein chips. I'm addicted to Takis, and so I wanted something to replace that. So I'm about to take a try, and yeah, they were not it. They were...
Honestly, to be honest, I agree with her. I've tried the Quest protein popcorn, not the chips, but I've tried the protein popcorn, and it was not very good.
Really gross. And so I tried to wash it down with I think it was kiwi strawberry ice, and yeah, it was just bad. And then it was back to the office. And don't crucify me, I drank a Diet Pepsi. Y'all act like I was murdering babies last time. And then had some grapes. And I had a Werther's Original caramel apple thing. It was good. And then I hung out with my cat. And for dinner, I made these taco bowls. They were really good, and I used my mom's bean recipe with chorizo, and they were good, but really spicy. So,
Well, in all honesty, the food choices she made could have been worse. At least it wasn't all carbs today. Part of me still thinks, though, well, no, this one I can see how the calories would add up with that huge bowl with the quesadilla that kind of looked fried. Plus, it looked like it had a fair amount of cheese in it. Cheese and steak can be higher in calories, so I can see how that would add up calorie-wise. But, I don't know, there's something that feels like we're still missing something. With how much sugar and carby things she ate the first time, I find it hard to believe that she stuck strictly to what was primarily fats and proteins today. But she did mention that she's trying to be healthier, so maybe not. Maybe that's a good thing.
it was a good bowl, but I also wasn't able to finish it because it was so filling. And that's it. Hi, I'm Kristen, and this is what I eat in a day as a fat chick trying to heal a relationship with food. For breakfast, I had this peanut butter and banana wrap in a Carb Smart tortilla, and then it was time for work. I drank my water as usual, and then for my morning snack, I had the key lime
Chobani flips, why?
pie flavor of the Chobani Flips. This flavor is amazing. And then for lunch, it was actually a really nice day. It wasn't too hot. So again, as always, I ate outside, had my summer salad, which is just fruit, chicken, walnuts, and spinach, and it's amazing. I put some raspberry vinaigrette on top too. And then I had a hard-boiled egg with some everything but the bagel seasoning. And another ice. This one is, I think, orange mango or something like that. And then I had the spicy veggie chips, just another alternative to Takis. And these ones are actually really good, and they're pretty spicy, so I drink a lot of water. Then I came home and cuddled Matilda and Poppy. A lot of you guys liked Poppy. She likes you guys too. And then I couldn't decide what I wanted for dinner, and I ended up eating chicken rice and carrots, which was an odd choice, but I'm not mad at it. And then I had a Diet Pepsi, and I watched some RuPaul, and it was great.
So honestly, her choices really weren't too bad today. I mean, yeah, she had the Chobani Flip, but if that was like her big sweet thing of the day, that's really not that big of a deal. But I get the feeling like we're not seeing full portions, because even with everything she's eating, I don't think that accounts for her size. So I'm thinking that maybe her portions are a little bit larger than what she's showing, or like in the case of her dinner or whatever, we didn't really see the portion she had. So I don't know, she seems to eat, because I had a similar issue where I ate very well up until I got home from work, and then I would just fucking eat shit. Basically, I would eat cereal and snacks, and I would kind of dive headfirst into sugary stuff, and I'd have a sensible dinner, but then I'd be snacking all night. So I'm wondering if maybe for her, maybe she's not snacking, maybe it's portion size for her. Okay, to be fair, that video was really bad. I know what this is. I'm not commenting on it. It was a bad video.
Hi, I'm Kristen, and this is what I eat in a day as a fat chick trying to heal her relationship with food. For breakfast, I had this Trader Joe's Egg Witch. It was alright. I like the Jimmy Dean ones a little bit better, though. Then I got to work and drank some water. And this is me realizing that I spent an hour making my lunch and I forgot it at home. This is the yogurt that I got this week. I just get whatever one's on sale. It was pretty good. And then I had some fruit, and I gave the thumbs up a little preemptively. It was actually rotten and really gross. For lunch, I ate inside. My boss bought me Subway since I forgot my lunch, and the air quality was way too bad yesterday because of the wildfires, so I ate in the office. There I am drinking my ice, my favorite flavor. And these are the Trader Joe's Takis. I really, really enjoy these. For dinner, we basically made the things that were going to go bad. We had chicken sausage, asparagus, zucchini, and potatoes. And then I played some Animal Crossing. And that was it. Okay, bye.
Honestly, either she has to be omitting some stuff. One of three things is happening. Either I am not adding up like the rough calories so well in my head as I thought I was. She is eating more than she says she is, than she's putting in this video, or her portion sizes are larger than what she's showing, which is still kind of eating more, but it's different. It's not like she is ignoring it and having a bunch of donuts off screen that she's not putting up. This is just like instead of one yogurt, she had 3 or something like that. Or the bowl of her dinner was, she actually went back and had a couple more or something. Because to me, this isn't adding up to her size.
Hi, I'm Kristen, and this is what I eat in a day as a fat chick trying to heal her relationship with food. For breakfast, I had a Trader Joe's Egg Witch, and then I got into work and had pineapple chobani. And then, of course, some water. I drink about 2 of these a day. For a later snack, I had bell peppers with cream cheese and everything but the bagel seasoning. And then I also had jerky and cheese. I got home from work and got Taco Bell. These are 2 bean burritos and some chips and cheese, and then a Diet Pepsi. And then I ate all this while I was watching the new RuPaul. For dinner, we had Trader Joe's orange chicken and chicken rice, and then I played some Animal Crossing while I ate dinner. And that's it. Hi.
So she had a bit more that day, a lot more snack stuff. At least most of it seemed to be more protein related, which is good. I think I in general, unless she's really withholding some stuff, I don't think that she eats terribly. She does have a little bit of an issue with eating a lot of really processed meats, which is really high in sodium, which probably isn't helping anything. My guess is that maybe she's also fairly sedentary, and because she clearly has a sit-down job, so that could also be a reason why she is the weight she is. And I do think that some of those, I think I am off a little bit on the calories, but I think also her portions are bigger than she's showing sometimes.
Hi, I'm Kristen, and this is what I eat in a day as a fat chick trying to heal her relationship with food. For breakfast, I had an English muffin with pumpkin butter, and this is just orange sparkling water, but I wanted to use my mug. And then for a snack, I had bell peppers with cream cheese. For lunch, I had this Greek goddess salad from Panera, and I had a Diet Pepsi. And then I was working from home today, so I had to do some work. Said hi to Poppy. And then I had half of a Chipotle chicken melt. This is also from Panera. Then I watched some YouTube. This is Jade the Libra. I love her videos. And then I had some birthday cake bunnies. They're Annie's, and they're delicious. My husband got home, and he brought me a bean burrito. And then for dinner, I had chicken and rice. And water. And that's it. Okay, bye.
Okay, I'm sorry, but this felt like a more honest reflection of what she eats. I guarantee that burrito and the chicken chipotle melt were higher in calories than she realized. This is, and I don't say this to shame her, I want to be clear, it's just so often the fat acceptance group says that they're just naturally this fat, it's genetics. No, this is a pretty good represent. We've looked over, and I'm guessing that you were editing yourself more heavily in the beginning, and now you're being a little bit more honest, because we've seen the general food that she shows grow over these videos, because we're not looking at every one, we're looking at every third one. So we're getting kind of, it's easier to see the progression. She's showing more food of what she's eating. And I have a hard time believing, because this is all within the same month. She's just been doing it like every day. Or like 3 or 4 times a week. And so she's getting used to it, and I think she's being more honest with what she's showing us now. And I'm not doing this to shame her. I'm simply pointing out that this is why you are the way that you are. Look at what you're eating, especially when you're more honest about it.
Hi, I'm Kristen, and this is what I eat in a day as a fat chick trying to heal her relationship with food. For breakfast, I had a pumpkin cream cold brew and a turkey bacon egg white sandwich from Starbucks.
So, I don't think Starbucks has if they have a pumpkin cream cold brew, I don't know if that's up on their website anymore. You know what, I'm gonna look. They do have it up. That looked fairly big. I'm going to say it was at least a venti. 310 calories for that alone. My bigger concern is sugar. 40 grams of sugar first thing in the morning. It honestly, because I had a really big issue because I would put this flavored creamer in my coffee. This is when I was a lot younger, sorry, not early, but late teens to early 20s, because I would drink the coffee to get some energy. I wasn't a huge fan of coffee in the beginning, so I would put a lot of this flavored creamer in, not realizing that I was taking in 50 fucking grams of sugar every morning. Like, fucking insane. 50 fucking grams of sugar. I got so lucky that I didn't develop, like, severe health issues from it, because it's a fuck ton of sugar to have first thing in the morning, every morning. And I didn't consider that there was sugar in my coffee. I didn't realize there was sugar in my coffee, and I was always exhausted come, mid-morning to early afternoon. I was fucking exhausted, and I couldn't realize why. And I would have these major sugar crashes, not realizing that it was a sugar crash, and then I would eat sweets on top of it. I don't say this, again, to shame anybody, but you need to be aware of the amount of sugar that you're taking in. It's not a good way to start your day. I'm sorry. It's just not. It's not a good way to start your day.
And then I had a red velvet cupcake Chobani Flip. Some of you asked us.
Oh my god! So another 22 grams of sugar-ish. So we're looking at 62 grams of sugar, and it's not even noon yet.
See what it looks like, and so here it is. This flavor is really good. Later on, of course, I had some water and a hard-boiled egg with everything but the bagel seasoning. For lunch, I had butternut squash macaroni, and this was just really bland.
And so she had a big thing of, don't get me wrong, it's butternut squash, which it's better than pasta, but it's still all carbs after you had a shit ton of sugar.
I had a Diet Pepsi, and later on, I had some carrots and hummus.
Again, it's not a bad choice. Carrots and hummus is a perfectly healthy snack to have, but after all of that sugar that you fucking have, taking in more carbs is not the answer.
And sour cream and onion veggie puffs. These are really...
More carbs. More carbs. The veggie puffs, they're probably better for you than regular chips, but it's still all carbs. It's still all carbs that you're taking in with very little, if any, nutritional value to them. If she complains about being tired at all today, this is why. This is why. You had fucking carbs on carbs on carbs, and then you had, at a minimum, 62 grams of sugar first thing in your morning.
Pretty good. After work, I had a pickle spear, and then...
Not shaming the pickles. Eat your pickles, whatever. I don't care. But more carbs.
I got chicken nachos, and I was honestly thinking of trying to, give an excuse or a reason why I deserved it, but that's bullshit. Nachos are delicious, and you should...
Honestly, that's probably one of the best things that you could have eaten for dinner. Well, not calorie-wise, but in terms of there's gonna be very little sugar in that, and it's gonna be high in protein. So it's a huge serving, especially with all the other shit that you've eaten today. But I would much rather see that than you eating waffles.
So a lot of you guys have been asking where I've been, and if this is the first time that you're seeing my face, hi, I'm Kristen. I make videos on what I eat in a day as a fat chick who's trying to heal her relationship with food. Or, I did. I kind of stopped making them around the end of September. By October, it was like I fell off the face of the planet. And I wanted to give you guys some reasoning why before I come back, because a lot has changed. So basically, I got health insurance for the first time in 2 years, and so in September I started going to the doctor and getting labs and getting help with a lot of the chronic issues that I've been having. And through that, I found out that I am type 2 diabetic.
Not surprised, given all the sugar that she ate.
And it was a really hard thing to come to grips with. I felt like a failure. It's always the thing that you hear, lose weight or else you're going to get diabetes and die. And then that was my reality. I have diabetes, and it was left unchecked for a really long time, and my numbers were really bad and scary bad, and I was really, really depressed for a really long time about it. I didn't tell anyone. I was so ashamed of it. And then I started seeing a nutritionist, and she's really freaking cool, guys, and a therapist too, who's also really cool. And through them, I've kind of come to the understanding that there's not something to be ashamed about. It runs in my family. I have PCOS with insulin resistance. Oh, it's fine.
I agree, it's not something to be ashamed about. I don't think that having any disease, even those that tend to run more towards self-inflicted diseases, and I'm not talking strictly type 2 diabetes, I'm also talking, like alcoholic fatty liver disease because you drank so much alcohol. Even having those, I don't think it should be a point of shame unless you continue to do nothing to help it and prevent further issues. She is trying to couch this as both genetic and as a result of her PCOS, but we've seen the way she eats. She eats high carb, high sugar, and then she's very overweight on top of it. There's that also contributed, whether she wants to acknowledge it or not. That's not to shame her. That's not to say that it's, her fault. I'm just saying she didn't do anything to help the situation.
Like, obviously, I am working with my dietitian and working to manage it, but I didn't want to hide it from you guys, and I want to show that it's not something to be ashamed of. So I'm coming back. I'm going to start making What I Eat in a Day videos again, Shop With Me videos again, and kind of document my journey with type 2 diabetes and how I'm going to manage that. And it's scary, and I'm not looking forward to the hate that I'm going to get and the helpful, not so helpful criticism and comments, but it is what it is. I'm Kristen, and I am a type 2 diabetic, and that's all right. I can't wait to start posting videos again, and I missed you guys, and thank you so much for all the comments, and yeah. Hi, I'm Kristen, and this is What I Eat in a Day as a fat chick trying to heal her relationship with food while managing type 2 diabetes. So I start my day by reading my blood sugar, and then for breakfast I made eggs, potatoes, and veggies.
A much better breakfast than what she had been eating.
And I had some orange juice with that.
The orange juice is not helping your blood sugar. Just not trying to be a bitch, just saying.
And then I had some water before my appointment with my dietitian. For my morning snack, I had a strawberry cheesecake.
Oh my god, the orange juice, unless that was sugar-free orange juice, but that with the Chobani Flip, that's not good for you, girl.
Chobani Flip, and then for lunch I had chicken tamales. These were really good. They were from Trader Joe's. And then for my afternoon snack I had carrots and hummus while I read my book. And then for dinner I made sausage, asparagus, and potatoes. And then I had my pills, and that was it. Good night. Hi, I'm Kristen. And
okay, in all honesty, not bad. A lot better. I think she could even get away with the Chobani Flip if she had cut out the orange juice. Like, overall, really not a bad day for her. Lots of protein, lots of veggies, not so much processed junk and just empty carbs. So, a lot better than the last one that we saw.
hi. Hi. If this is the first time you're seeing my face, I'm Kristen. I'm the Fat Babe, and I post videos about my journey toward healing my relationship with food after years of disordered eating. I also talk about type 2 diabetes and anti-diet culture and all that good shit. And I've been absent from the internet for a few months. And before I get started, I do want to say thank you to everyone who messaged me or left a comment asking if I was okay, wishing me well. I don't know what I did to deserve so many amazing people, and I love all of you guys so much. But yeah, I'm back. And this isn't going to be like last time where I come back and then make like one video and then drop off the face of the planet again. Basically, I needed to take some time to do some internal work and really fix my mindset. A lot of this journey is really vulnerable and really hard, and you have to do a lot of internal work, dealing with some of the shit that you've internalized and just really like breaking down all of the diet culture bullshit that has been.
I would completely understand if she's like, I made like one video and then dropped off the face of the earth. And I could understand if how it was just, juggling the what I eat in a days with the care that it takes, given that she was still fairly new in her diagnosis of her type 2 diabetes. Like, totally get it, but no, you're going to turn it into fucking diet culture. What, the managing your blood sugars and stuff triggered your anti-diet culture senses or something? Please.
Ingrained in your brain. And a lot of the time it is really vulnerable and hard to post about. And so I stopped posting and really took some time to get in a good headspace. And I feel like I'm there now, and I'm really excited to be back. Basically, when I started posting, I thought I knew what intuitive eating was, and I thought I was there, and I thought, I was so confused and still so ingrained in that diet culture mindset where I was still tracking my food and really putting like moralizing labels on food, healthy, not healthy, good food, bad food, that kind of thing. And I got called out on it by several people, being like, hey, you're preaching one thing, but then you're hashtagging, hashtag Weight Watchers in your Instagram posts. And
you can tell those people to fuck off and mind their own goddamn business. There's no problem with that. You're doing what's best for you. You were doing what we saw in that What I Eat in a Day directly after her comeback video the first time, that she was eating a lot more whole foods, veggies, proteins. Like, her meals were a hell of a lot more balanced. Tell those people to fuck off.
Yeah, I had to take some time to really figure out that my goal is not weight loss. My goal is to celebrate and love this fat, beautiful body that
Your goal should be to get your type 2 diabetes under control. Fuck how you look. Fuck, you don't, well, I think you would benefit from losing some weight. You can just put that to the side too. I think what you should work on is limiting your sugar intake and getting on top of foods that will help you manage your diabetes and not taking in so much processed foods and processed carby foods. Work on that first. Fuck anyone who has an issue with it.
I'm in. And my goal is to find joy in cooking and fitness and, getting outside and all of the things that I associated with punishment for like my whole life. And I think I'm there, and I think I'm ready to share that again. So thank you.
Well, let's see how she's doing.
Hi, I'm Kristen, and I am a fat babe who's healing her relationship with food. And this is what I ate today. So for breakfast, I had a tall oat milk shaken espresso.
So I'm guessing this is the vanilla oat milk shaken espresso. 140 calories, not bad. She looked like she had a grande, not a venti this time. Only 11 grams of sugar. Not great, but it could have been worse. Okay.
A egg white and turkey bacon sandwich and some water, all from Starbucks. And then I had some Greek yogurt with granola and a handful of these pretzels with peanut butter.
So many carbs again. It's not that the yogurt in and of itself is bad, but a lot of the yogurt that she uses isn't like just Greek yogurt. It's flavored yogurt, which has more sugar in it. And I noticed how in the beginning she didn't say trying to manage her type 2 diabetes. That, What I Eat in a Day, directly after she came back the first time, was so much better. And because she got into this whole anti-diet culture fucking bullshit, she's hurting herself. This actually pisses me off for her. Because people were calling her out on, like, good foods and bad foods. And when you have diabetes, there are good foods and bad foods. God, this actually kind of breaks my heart a little bit to see this. Because she did so well in the January video.
And then I really didn't feel like going and making my lunch, but I made myself do it anyway. And I made this really yummy salad with spring mix, chicken, strawberries, blueberries, walnuts, and feta cheese. It was really
At least her lunch was decent.
good. For another snack, I had some apple slices with peanut butter and
Could have been worse. Could have been worse.
granola, and then I hung out with my dog. For dinner, we made these elote bowls that have rice, chicken, corn, mayo, hot sauce, and they're really good. I also had some Diet Pepsi, and of course, a Chobani flip.
Another Chobani flip. Oh my god. This pisses me off, not just because of her, but for her. Because these people got into her fucking head. She was doing so fucking well. In that January, she was doing so well. This both breaks my heart and pisses me the fuck off. Okay, so this is the next what I eat in a day, but we only have 2 TikToks left, so I figured we'd watch this and the next one and then end it.
Hi, I'm Kristen, and I am a fat babe who's healing her relationship with food. I started my day with therapy. I love my therapist, so I really enjoy our sessions together. And then I made myself a black bean omelet, and then my boss decided spur of the moment to take us out for lunch, so I had a BLT and a side salad, and then I had a protein bar for a snack with some water. Then I wasn't feeling very good, so I walked back to my car and headed home. I had some saltines and a stick of cheese, and of course some more water. For dinner, my husband made spaghetti and meatballs with some Parmesan cheese on top. And then for my last snack of the day, I had carrots and hummus.
It's better than the last one that we saw, but it's still not as good, not nearly as good as the one in January that we saw. I feel bad for her.
And also this sparkling water. And that's it. Okay, bye.
Let's watch the last video.
Let's talk about this question. What were some of the symptoms that I had prior to getting diagnosed with type 2 diabetes? Some quick disclaimers before I get into this. First off, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a dietitian. I am just
Responsible person. Love it. We're here for this.
a person who has type 2 diabetes. Number 2, this disease does not just affect fat people. Plenty of skinny people can get diabetes as well. And number 3, it is not something to be ashamed of. So the first thing that I noticed was dark, kind of like purple grayish rings around my wrists and ankles. They were really dry, and that is caused by insulin resistance. I was also experiencing chronic fatigue and really rapid, unexplained weight loss. I wasn't trying to lose weight at this time. I wasn't even really focused on healthy foods at all, and I lost 45 pounds in the span of a few months. I also experienced nerve damage, mostly in my stomach and my legs. This can happen in your fingers and your arms, mostly in your extremities, but for some reason it really, I have huge spots of numbness and nerve damage in my stomach. I also experienced really red, flush, you have a fever level redness in my left cheek. And probably the scariest symptom was mental confusion / fogginess. I would lose my train of thought. I would just abruptly end my sentences because I couldn't remember where I was going. I was just constantly confused and couldn't focus on anything, and it really scared me. So these symptoms are symptoms of diabetic ketoacidosis, which is really dangerous, and if left unchecked, could lead to you going into a coma or dying. So if you're experiencing any symptoms that you're just questioning if it could possibly be diabetes, definitely talk to a doctor. There's no shame in it. It's nothing that you did to yourself. Just get yourself checked because your health is the most important thing. If you have any more questions about type,
I gotta be honest, I'm ending it here. I actually like the fat babe. I think that whole thing about healing her relationship with food seems to stem from a binge eating disorder that she admitted she had, which, more power to her. And even when she was even in those early ones, it seemed like she was trying to make healthier choices. She tried the Quest chips. She was eating the veggie sticks in place of Takis. I think she ate the yogurt so much because she viewed it as a healthier option. She had some issues with too much carb intake, which she seemed to do very well in changing in the January video. And then she ended up falling back to old habits some, and I think part of it was because some people were calling her out for bullshit reasons. It kind of breaks my heart because I think that I think she's a great example of how the fat acceptance movement and how the anti-diet culture movement and the toxic side of the body positivity, which is really fat positivity, hurt people because she was doing very well. And it's heartbreaking, actually. I'm pissed off for her. So, sorry this wasn't the Fat Doctor UK. This was a faster video to make. So, I went with this. It required less looking up, because looking up Starbucks is a hell of a lot faster than trying to find and read through articles. I didn't have as much time today. So, thank you for watching. I hope this was an okay video in place of the Fat Doctor UK. I feel like we got to see how the fat acceptance movement harms people with this woman. I feel sorry for her. I wish her the best. And I'm going to leave it here. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.